What's up, River Valley? Austin Abbott here, the campus pastor at the River Valley Rogue River campus. Hey, I want to give you guys a quick update as to what's taken place in Rogue River. Recently, my wife Maddie and I moved in to the house that's on the property there, and we've been there for a little over, I think, a month and a half now, and so it's finally feeling like home, and we're just loving living on that property. So, quick facilities update. We have the little chapel on the property there, and we are in the process right now of gutting all of it. We're going to rip out carpets, get new windows in there, take all the pews out, and we're gonna basically rip everything out and then put newer stuff in. And the reason we're doing that is to use that building as a space where we can bless the community and love on people in the city of Rogue River the way that we feel that God would have us do. And so that's the first building. The second building is kind of off on the side there, and that building is going to be an awesome place as well. We're in the process of adding bathrooms to that building, and the reason we're doing that is because once we get bathrooms in there, that opens up a lot of doors of opportunity to engage with the community as well. And so there's a lot happening in Rogue River. We're looking for September 8th. Start of services, a start of weekly services. And so if you will, just be praying for us. We have a great group of people who are going to be a part of that journey with us. And so, yeah, that's a quick update on the Rogue River campus. Thanks so much.
Hey, I'm Tyler. I pastor our Redwood Campus, and we're just praising God for a number of kingdom wins this year. First, we turned a bunch of unused office space into conversation and coffee space in our new lobby. And I'm so thankful for the facilities team and their great work in that area. We also commissioned worship leader Matt Comby to go to the Story Church in Ashland, a new church plant. And although we miss Matt, we're excited for what he's doing there and for the new leaders we've been able to raise up here as well. We've also seen a number of new people get plugged into life groups, which is hugely important to us. Just going to that next level and getting connected and talking about the things we interact with on Sunday. At Redwood, I love that we've seen lots of people come to church, people far from God, people figuring the faith out, and our Redwood community has been so warm and welcoming and open to all sorts of different kinds of people who show up. And finally, I just love the diversity and age range in life experiences at our campus. We're not a hipster young church, we're not an old church, we're a beautiful mix and blend of people across the spectrum. We just celebrated an 80th birthday and also births of children to toddlers and teenagers running around and everything in between, marriages and engagements. I got engaged, which was a miracle. And so we're just thankful for all that God's done this year at our campus and in our lives personally.
Hi, River Valley family. Pastor Brian here from the Murphy campus, and I am happy to be here to share an update with you on Vision Celebration Weekend. As I've been reflecting on what God has done in and through our almost four campuses over the last year, it's hard to just not be thankful at what He's doing. For those of you who might not be aware, we meet at Lincoln Savage Middle School, which is right in the middle of Murphy. And renting the space from the school has really given us some unique opportunities to serve the community out there. First, we love and support the Murphy Outback Youth Ministry, which provides before and after school programs for the students out there. Joe Pedersen, who's the director of the Outback, is also one of the key members of our team out there. If you ever podcast or stream the River Valley Media, you might have caught one of his messages. Second, this year we have been able to serve the folks at Lincoln Savage in some cool ways. In the fall, we were able to partner with Joe's Place and with the Murphy Outback to provide a luncheon for the teachers on a staff development day, just to say thanks and to let them know that they are appreciated. And of course, there is Serve GP. We were out at Lincoln Savage last year for Serve GP, and we will be there again this year. And for those of you who participated in that, you know it is a special event in the community. Now, one of the awesome things about Lincoln Savage is that they actually have a ton of students turn out to help with the projects out there. We believe God has called us to be a light in the community of Murphy and to reach out to our neighbors with the good news of Jesus. For those of us who enjoy the blessing of being part of a church family, it's easy to forget that not everybody has had that experience. Not everybody has had the experience of gathering together for worship regularly every Sunday and fellowshipping with one another. Many of our neighbors are disconnected and are living their lives in spiritual darkness far from God. One of the most exciting things about the Murphy campus has been seeing people get connected, because after all, the church is people. God has called an incredible group of people to be part of the Murphy campus, and I'm beyond thankful to get to be a part of it.
Hey River Valley Church family, this is Pastor Michael here, and I'd like to give you an update on our church properties. Well, you might be able to tell, I'm standing here on our Scoville Road property, and something exciting is behind me. See what that is? That's a for sale sign. So we just want to celebrate and praise the Lord with you that this property is finally on the market. But two very important things were accomplished before we put it on the market. Number one, we were able to upgrade the zoning by God's grace to R4 status, which gives us many more opportunities and a higher sales price. And number two, we had this piece of property reappraised by a specialty appraiser that deals with properties like ours of this size that are right along Interstate 5, which makes it very unique and very valuable. So we're praising God for a higher asking price, a better zoning situation, and yes, we celebrate, as you see by the sign behind us, that we are on the market. So let's just pray together that God would sell this piece of property at the right time to the right buyer, because we want something that's not only a blessing to the buyer, a blessing to us, but also a blessing to the city of Grants Pass. We love our community and we feel it's really important that the right opportunity comes into this piece of property. We have some other properties downtown, you know, that we've put for sale. They're on C Street. There are two-story Point building, our small house, the storage building behind it, and our student ministry office. Well, what's exciting is all of those properties are currently in escrow, and in fact, the Point building, the small house, and the storage building are set to close at the end of May, and the student offices are looking to follow about the same time. So again, praise the Lord that these things are happening, and once the capital from those properties is free and everything's closed out of escrow, that will enable us to take the next step with the bowling alley, which people want to know what's going on with that. Well, it's still there, but we haven't moved forward completing the architectural drawings and submitting them to the city until we have the capital from the C Street properties, because we want to be good stewards every step of the way and pay for things as we go. So that's the update with those properties. We're really excited. Please continue to pray that there's so many details that need to come together at the right time, and we want this to be a blessing, again, for those who would buy, a blessing for us, and a blessing for our community. Friends, we're so blessed to be stewards of these properties in Grants Pass that God's allowed us to take care of. Please be in prayer over all of them, that we make the right decisions at the right time, and that we stay step by step with what God's doing. Thank you so much.